welcome to DK Vine Done Slow. I'm Hyle Russell, and let's play Banjo-Kazooie. Last time, I finished those damn puzzles, which gave me a huge morale boost. There you see we are at 100 jiggies, 900 notes, so things are looking up just in general today. Both in Banjo-Kazooie and in just life in general. So let's pull up save state and... Oh no, I'm still a washing machine. Oh no. I can't even fit through the fucking door. There we go. Alright. We're not gonna fight Gruntilda as washing machine Banjo. Although, I just love how it clips right through the ground when you roll. That would be fun. But I don't have the energy for it. So we are going to go back to Church Cove and de-washing machine Banjo here. So we can also see Kazooie out of the backpack. And then we're going to head up to Gruntilda's private domicile, where we will engage in the final battle of Banjo-Kazooie. Now, this was a hard fight when I was a kid, and I'm not gonna waltz in there with any great confidence because I don't do this fight often. It's not something I play for fun. So I'm rusty. I'm rustier than the bucket. So I don't know. Could go either way, but I think having recently defeated Capital B again in Ukulele, I might be better equipped for this fight. Now, the Capital B fight's pretty hard, and I think it's a little bit more varied than the Gruntilda fight. I think for as long as the Gruntilda fight felt back in '98, I don't think it's as long as the Capital B fight, but it goes through a lot of the same similar mechanics. So, oh no, that's not a good sign. Snippet gets me. Chris is in the chat, says, I bet nobody has streamed beating Grunty as the washing machine before, much like there isn't a washer percent speed run. Yeah, you know, maybe as I start scraping the bottom of the barrel for content later on, we can do beating Gruntilda as the washing machine. Like I said, today is just about doing it the traditional way. It's no cheat, right? That's what I have to type in. Don't even remember. I was like, I'll put this off to next week, changing Banjo back to his proper bear form, and here we are. I put off my homework. I'm scrambling to get it done before class. It's not no cheat then, is it? No. Shit, I have to look this up. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Just stand by. I thought it was Yeah. Yeah, I know. Kazooie's doing her idle animation where she's getting agitated. No bonus. Okay. I just looked that up. Okay. No bonus. I thought it'd be no cheat. But it's no bonus because this isn't cheating. This is just a bonus. This is just a little fun extra thing. You're not breaking any rules doing this. It's no bonus. Get it right. It's weird that Kazooie's idle animation does play while you're sitting stationary as the washing machine. Even though she doesn't, like, pop out of the backpack, she's still fussing in there. Alright, we are back to normal. Let's head up. Let's head up. Well, first head up the sandy slopes here, and then head out of Treasure Trove Cove. Yum yum, not today. Alright. Here we go. Up the tower. Like I said, I haven't done this much in my life. This is not something I replay for fun, so the only time I ever do it is when I finish Banjo-Kazooie, which I haven't really done a whole lot in my life. You would think, yeah, this is something I do for fun, you know, once a year. Nope. I find that's often the case with 3D platformers. Where 2D platformers, I will replay. Just as kind of a fun little thing if I have the time. Especially since Switch came out, you know, I've just found that it's fun just beating a Donkey Kong Country game. But 3D platformers, I don't, like, after that initial playthrough, and maybe, you know, another playthrough somewhere along the way, or if it comes out on a new format like XBLA, I'll replay it then. But yeah, I don't do this that often. I'm not one of those people who just pulls up Banjo-Kazooie and 100% completes it without an ulterior motive like streaming it on our Twitch channel. So Gruntilda, don't know what to expect here. I mean, I know how the battle goes. I have that basically committed to memory, but how good I am at it, I just don't know. Alright. Now I have to go down this corridor to get to the Furnace Fun. I also just like the idea that there will forever be a shimmering pad with 2D's face on it in Grunty's lair, no matter how much time passes. I also like that you can just still walk this entire thing. Like, it doesn't gate it off for you. A lot of games will just gate this off once you beat it, but I like that Banjo-Kazooie, you can still just run across it as just a basic platform. I admire that. Alright, let's do a save state right here. Yeah, we'll go up there. Alright, up we go. This is, oh, I love the music here. Yeah, this is a cool moment in the game. So now I don't have to run the whole I wouldn't have to run the whole thing now. So yeah, let's look around here. I like that we've got little glimpses of elsewhere in Grunty's lair. Let's look out here real quick. Of course, that's just a non-moving skybox, but it's still cool because you know exactly where you are in relation to Spiral Mountain. You're up where the sky gets cloudy and spooky. And then up here, don't need it. And there's the moon. Holy shit. Hi, moon. Join me now and dump the bear. That little backpack. Then I'll wear. Alright. So 810. We have 900 notes, so it's fine. Hello to Snapple Apple in the chat. Says the end of another great game. It's been a fun journey over these past few months. Well, don't count your Breedles before they hatch. I haven't beaten it yet. Is the warp pad the only way to the top of the layer, or does Grunty have another route somewhere? Well, I don't know. I think she can just fly, though, so it doesn't really matter. Plus, I don't know, like, how long has the Furnace Fun stage been constructed? Is that a relatively recent addition she devised just for this? Alright. Got a lock here. 30, yeah, there's the Jiggy, but what's over here? What's over here? Oh my god, it's the transformation room. The famous transformation room from the secondary intro and the game over screen. Can I just say, I loved that we could romp through here. This is such a vindicating moment when you see an environment for so long in the game, but you never think you're actually going to be able to be there, and then here we are. Like, look, I can see how it's textured behind for the first time. This is cool. And of course, these famous doors right here, which really fed into the stop and swap hysteria. Because you really thought there was going to be something behind those doors. They'd be able to open up and you'd be able to access other areas of Grunty's lair. I think when we just knew about the 2 stop and swap eggs, the question mark eggs, we thought, well, there are 2 doors in the transformation room. Now, of course, you know, in the context of the lore of Banjo-Kazooie, I guess one of these doors would lead to Grunty's bedroom, one of these doors would lead to wherever Klungo sleeps, maybe his little further laboratory, I don't know, but that was cool. Alright. It's not over, stupid bear. See my picture over there? To fill it up is no mean feat. Lots of jiggies make it complete. Well, it doesn't even look like anything right now. You said see your picture. It doesn't look like anything until I put the jiggies in there, you idiot. It's weird that she used the jiggy magic just for this. I'm sad to say down there you'll stop, because I'm safe here at the top. So you have 6 jiggies left. It's not much that you're left with. Like, as far as extra 864, 846. So, so there's the big... I like how it's floating on a pillow. And that'll replenish your feathers to the very tippy top for the fight ahead. Some people don't like to get them because they feel like it's cheating or whatever, but whatever. The game provides it to you right there. Hold on. One thing at a time. Wonder if that's the same model as the question mark eggs, just retextured. Did I tell you she puked in me? It was awful. Alright, hold on, Dingpot. I'll get to you in a second. Definitely need those gold feathers. They're an integral part of the fight. 20 will be more than enough if I don't waste them. Alright. And what's in here? What's all this? Ah, lovely. So now I've got double the health. And you still have 2 jiggies left over. So you only need 98 jiggies. So if there's 2 things in the game that are just too hard for you to do, you can be like, well, I don't need to do that. Now, granted, I don't think you'll get Mumbo stop and swap pictures, and who wants to live in a world where you don't get stop and swap pictures? Phew. What a disgusting smell. Ooh, visitors for Dingpot. I like visitors. It's a wonder you get any sewer breath. Ah, what does strange birdie thing mean? She said that we're looking for Gruntilda. Do you know where she is? I sure do, Mr. Bear. See, his surname is Bear. Grunty's awful, you know. She was sicking me earlier on. If you can get rid of her, I'll be free. Don't be sure, you silly pot. Soon I'll have you nice and hot. See these filthy clothes I've got? When I've won, you'll wash the lot. Don't worry, Dingpot. We'll sort her out if you can find us a way up there. No problem. Just splosh on in, and I'll fire you up to the top. Splosh is such a fantastic word. Jump in there? No way, dungbox. Come on, Kazooie. You get a chance to peck the witch's butt. Let's go. Okay, so Dingpot's a great character. I mean, for what he is, which is just a talking cauldron with a big single overbite tooth. Can you see a toilet in here, huh? So guess where Grunty goes. And yeah, he basically serves to make puke and shit jokes. And I guess piss too. But yeah, Gruntilda just does everything in Dingpot, and she also threw up in him. Like, I imagine when she was running up here from the Furnace Fun to like get away, I guess she stopped and vomited in him, maybe because of stress or something, but I just love that little detail. And then Banjo-Kazooie, of course, hopped in a vomit. So all her trash, well, that ends up in me as well. Well, that's just because we freed Clanker. Alright. Come on. And yeah, just another great touch from this team is creating a character to just shoot you up there rather than rely on just an elevator, a lift. I can't believe that furry pair got right up here. It's so unfair. But now the stupid bear must fight. This battle test your skill and might. I knew where that rhyme was going. Alright. Okay, it's been a long time since I've done this. And keep the camera up. Oh. I think the camera is my biggest problem with this. But they're pretty generous as far as her hitbox. Like, you don't have to get right up on her. I think you've got a little bit of wiggle room, considering she's so large in comparison to Banjo-Kazooie. I love the animation of her swooping down and the broomstick with having the elongated mouth. Alright. And there's the siren. Yeah, and that's what the gold feathers are for. Okay. Egg aiming isn't my forte. All this lard. Oh no! That hurt. Still, they're doing remarkably well considering that they just got a fireball to the face. You know, it only seems to phase them ever so slightly. And I just love this music here. It's like a lot in Banjo-Kazooie, it's evocative of different things. I get a little bit of Wagner in there, like Flight of the Valkyries, and maybe a little bit Night on Bald Mountain. Alright, well that was my fault. Being impatient. She's also further away here. Ah. Uh-oh. Oh. Did that even hit me, or did it just hit the tower? Oh well. I appreciate that Gruntilda says she needs to take a leak. It's just... yeah, because you never think about, like, boss fights. What happens if the boss has to potty? That would be very inconvenient. I would complain about it if I was a boss. Ah. So yeah, you can also imagine when I was a kid, it was scary getting this far off the tower. Not that, you know... Uh-oh. It was definitely, nerve-wracking to beak bomb and miss her by that much because you felt like, oh no, I'm gonna fall into the great unknown. She always says she's old, but I never know how old she is. Like, I can't imagine she's that old. Alright, here we go. Jinjo time. Also, that's a reference to Jinjos being furry, which I don't think they really were portrayed as being furry until Nuts and Bolts. At least not any visible fur, really. Alright. Oh no! This is a great way to utilize the Jinjos and their role in the story, which has been mostly superfluous up until now. It really makes their suffering at the hands of Gruntilda into a vital part of the story. It's a nice Chekhov's gun moment for Gruntilda to have the Jinjos ultimately be her undoing. Terrible at egg aiming, thank you. Yeah, you can't get right up in there, unfortunately. Ah. Oh no. She's really depleted my health here. And that's the end of her broomstick. R.I.P., whatever you call it. Whatever brand it is in your save file. Uh-oh. Okay, so I only have three honeycombs left for the Ginginator part, so that's not great. Alright, let's just fall back and do the Jinjo part better. Well, maybe. There's just the basic fireball attack, just when it's unrelenting. So you have to evade it, but you're so hung up on, oh god, you're so hung up on firing the eggs and lining up properly that, oh, see, in there, so you really can't just stay in one spot, that's, but you have to stay in one spot to, you know, get the Jinjo, so it's something I struggle with. Aiming's never my strong suit in games. I'm too wobbly in real life. Alright, let's just skip over that part now that I did that better. And now we'll just stay with the Ginginator, our good buddy the Ginginator. Can I just say the Ginginator? I love the whole Ginginator renaissance we find ourselves in the post-Smash Ultimate world. Anytime now, Ginginator. Oh no! I forgot she did that. Because the Ginginator was kind of a forgotten piece of the lore. Jesus. Yeah, I guess I'll just have to evade. I'll just evade when she does let up, or evade until she lets up, and then... This is where the boss battle gets hard. I think everything else is window dress. Shit. Everything else is window dressing up until this sequence, because this is where it actually gets rough. Jesus. Jesus. Oh my God. All right. Now we got the Ginginator. Yes, activate him. Ah! Didn't even get one. Okay. I know what I did. Oh, man. Well, that was better. So yeah, my first time playing this, when I was a wee little lad, I remember having to just put the controller down. Oh, damn it. And, like, I had to walk outside into the summer sun and feel grass because this stressed me out so much. I don't think I'd been... I'm just tired of this. Oh man, okay. I took way more than I thought. I thought she was gonna peter out, and so I was just bearing the brunt of it for a while, but that was a mistake. Okay. Now, Ginginator, come on out. Here, why don't we... I mean, no. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Alright. Now I can skip over that part with the little bit of extra health. No! God damn it! I don't like this. And yet, I'll take this over the Hag 1 fight in 2E. I don't even have time to get a shot off before she starts. It's time just so you can't make progress until after this little bit. Okay, one hole left. Oh god. This is the hardest hole, though. Yes! Fuck you, Gruntilda. Yeah, the Ginginator. Shout out to our friend Jeffrin Perez, the world's biggest Ginginator fan. Oh, I love that animation. He was forgotten about with Banjo-Tooie, and we just never got any follow-up on him until the final Smash in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. And now we have Ginginator merchandise, and all is well with the world as far as the Ginginator is concerned. Oh, okay, Chris Evans. How come you never see that fan casting? Oh, the Rumble's so satisfying here. And this little fake out here. It's nothing. Of course, I think the original plan was to turn Banjo into a frog there, but they decided not to implement it, which is fine. We've already seen characters turn into frogs in the DKU. It's such a Wizard of Oz-esque ending, which is apropos for Gruntilda. That's fucking iconic right there. Yeah, of course, her being trapped under the boulder would become a defining part of her journey as a character from here on out. And here, oh, I like the little yellow Jinjo. Here we are at a nondescript beach. We'll call it Hammerhead Beach. And of course, there is the mystery human lady. And there's Captain Blubber. And then Buzz like, wait, a human? Who is she? We at DK Vine gave her the fan name of Melanie because of the very obvious joke there, but she's got a very 90s haircut too. What is Tootie? Is Tootie just straight up eating a coconut? Did Kazooie just call Bottles Shorty? Oh, they're all friends now. Yeah, let's watch the cast list together. My favorite part of any game, unironically. Dingpot. And yeah, Klungo just stayed behind one of those doors. See how that door was open? That's what really made us speculate on, like, oh, there's something behind there. Topper, Ball, and Collywobble are beloved characters. Of course, Collywobble is with an I there. Bottle says it with a Y, but the I takes precedence since it is in the cast credits. Corey, man, they're pretty forgettable. Gruntlings are pretty good as stock enemy minions. Tickers are fun, little polygonal characters. I like them. Big Butt, I think, would be outdone by Conker's Bulls, or Conker's Bull. Grublins are not as memorable as Gruntlings, but they're up there. Leaky, of course, needs to be in Sea of Thieves. I don't need to remind you. Lock Up. Yeah, that would be a fun treasure chest in Sea of Thieves, a special kind of treasure chest. Lil Lock Up. That would be a really fun treasure chest in Sea of Thieves, just all bouncing, running from you. Yum Yums, I've had my fill of in this walkthrough. Snippets, of course, were the mini letters in Scribes. That's how I always remember them. Shrapnel, always run into them. They always kill me. They came back in Grunty's Revenge, so that was cool. Of course, I don't need to say anything about Snacker. We all love Snacker. We all fear Snacker. Gloop, underrated. Underrated fish in the DKU. Got outshined by Royston, unfortunately. Grill Champa, I mean, they're fun. Muty Snippet, I don't know if you could get away with in 2022. Because, you know, it's unfair to mutants. Whiplash, they're, yeah. Croctus, they fall in a like not as memorable status, but Flibbits I love because they look like Winky. Buzz Bombs have also had a renaissance in since thanks to Smash. And the Tip Top Choir, they all need individual names. I'm shocked we haven't done that in the last 24 years. Groggy, get this right now. Groggy, Soggy has the green pants. And Moggy has the bluish pants. They would become more defined in Banjo-Tooie. Not the pants, the children. The Twinklies would also come back in Banjo-Tooie, oddly enough, as would the Twinkly Munchers. We would get actual Twinkly Muncher characters. Oh no. Sir Slush, I thought that was the greatest name ever. I made my AOL account Sir Slush 2 later that summer. And I'm still known as Slush in certain areas of the Rare fan community to this day. Jinxie, I miss Jinker. Jinxie, love Jinxie. Jinxie's Dunes, Banjo Pilot. The Ancient Ones raises a lot of questions. Go back and watch my Gobi's Valley playthrough. Grabba. Got into a lot of lore questions with Gobi's Valley, so. Scabby, forgettable. I'm sorry, Scabby, but I don't remember you that well. Slappa. So. Mum. They, probably my top 5 rare mummies. Histop looks like Radley. Motsand. It's a Mozart pun that I didn't realize it when I was a kid. Tumblar. DK Vine has a Tumblar, check it out. Portrait Champa is just the Champa. Oh, we didn't talk about Portrait Champas on our Skeletons episode of the conversation. Shit. Teehee. They're called Spookos in Grunty's Revenge. I don't know why. Limbo. We did talk about in our Skeleton episode of the conversation. Ripper. Yeah. Nibbly, the least memorable of the purple bats in the DKU. I'm sorry. Boombox. Not as good as Kabooms. Also, sorry. Boss Boombox, though, is a memorable character. There was just one Boombox, sure. Grimlet, I never fucking remember his name, or their name. I just don't. And of course, Flotsam. It's also the name of a Donkey Kong baddie. There could be more than one Flots, I'm sure. Seaman Grublin is hilarious. This cum. Chump. It's a very 90s name. We always called each other Chump. Snare Bear. Very specific what it has to snare, but I guess it's in the right spot for it. Big Clucker. It's a hilarious name because it makes you think of big fuckers. The Zubbas, they also kind of fall a little bit by the wayside come Conquer's Bad Fur Day when we have other bee characters and wasp characters. Grubblin Hood, I love. Nice play on the Grublins. Whip Cracks are those variants of the Whiplashes. And of course, Cheeto. He can do no wrong. We love Cheeto. Here we go. Here we go. There's Melanie again. I have a whole lore backstory for her, but I won't bore you with the details. It's made up, but... Nice one, Bone Brain. What's on them? Got pictures of things you missed. Secrets used in next game. Ooh, did you hear that, Kazooie? We're going to be in another game. This was huge. It's like, oh my god, they're announcing the sequel. We didn't have to wait like we did with Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong 64. Oh, you can't use that dialogue anymore. Banjo-Tooie, a pun that nobody seemed to get in 98. I got it. My friends got it, but so many people thought Tooie was going to be a unique character, and that Kazooie was going to be in it. Banjo-Kazooie Tooie, I'd better be in it too. They even address it because they knew people would misunderstand. This was mind-blowing. Oh my god, like... I was in shock when my friend Elliot and I saw this because it was like, oh my god, because we had been suspicious of Shark Food Island, and here it was showing us that there was more to it, and that there was a whole secret cavern in there, and a very, very convoluted it looks rather high. Yeah, you look rather high, Banjo, after all of this marijuana. Oops. Legislations passed state elections yesterday. Alright. And there we got the pink question mark egg. I think the most iconic of them, just because it's the first you see and it's attached to such a ridiculous location like Shark Food Island. And this is me pumping my fist in 98 because the ice key was still a big mystery because it's the only one you can see in the game. So it was like we were leaving something untouched, and it was a big, well, question mark of its own. And Kazooie just won't shut up about Shark Food Island, but yeah, it was really satisfying to see that, oh my god, the ice key does have a purpose. The ice key does have a point. This is unbelievable. I'd never seen anything like this in a game up until this point. Just, here are these big, obvious mysteries you probably saw in the game, and it had no relation to any jiggies whatsoever. And here we're telling you it ties into the sequel and that you can use the items in the sequel and you can actually access these areas, these mysterious areas. I don't need to go over how mind-blowing this all was, and honestly still is when you put yourself in the context of the time. Now it's, you know, the cloud and save states and like, this isn't impressive, but when it's a cartridge-based technology in 1998, the only interconnectivity we saw between cartridges was through link cables or lock-on cartridges like Sonic and Knuckles. So, and this was like a couple months before Pokemon even hit the West. So, the idea of two cartridges talking to each other we had never considered that, especially as Nintendo fans. And there, Captain Blubber sails off, and here we got Spiral Mountain at night, which is a great visual. And this little hook for the sequel, not as enticing as a hook as the items, of course. But Gruntilda said snatch. But it's still like, oh, Gruntilda will be back, and will Klungo ever get that boulder off of her? And they got a lot of mileage out of that, my friends. And you have Gruntilda having the last laugh there. I don't know why, considering she's in no state for it, so. Alright, We're gonna be calling it here for today, but I just want to say we are having one more stream of Banjo-Kazooie DK Vine Done Slow. So it took me 20 hours and 21 minutes to actually beat the game. But oh, I got the fun animation for the first time. So yeah, let's just view our totals. So next time on DK Vine Done Slow, next Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. GMT, for the very first time in my life, I will be grabbing every Stop and Swap item in the N64 version of Banjo-Kazooie. I have never done this on the N64 version out of pride, out of thinking, well, that's not the correct way to do it. And I never did it on my N64 cartridge, my original one, still up on my DKU shelf. So I'm gonna do it here on the Switch version. Next week, we will be getting all the Stop and Swap items, exploring all of the areas that have been promised to us with Banjo-Tooie that was never delivered until the XBLA versions, but we're gonna experience it with the N64 version. I am excited, and I was thinking about doing it as part of this stream, but I feel like that needs its own little thing as a victory lap, sort of, after a long, hard DK Vine Done Slow series. But I want to thank everyone for watching. Dustin, hello, Dustin. Chris said Gruntlings are literally evil Donkey Kong, same color scheme and everything, and I say they're pretty good. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Be sure to tune in this Sunday at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. GMT for DK Vine's Stream of Thieves. It is the second week of the new adventure, Return of the Damned, and the crew of the Dreadfully Evil will be continuing our efforts at keeping Flameheart from resurrecting. There will be no red wave on our watch. So we're going to attempt to claim every sea fort on the Sea of Thieves in the name of Belle and Pendragon, which will be fun. We were pretty successful last Sunday. We sank all the assholes who tried to sink us. So we are becoming quite feared indeed on the Dreadfully Evil. So hopefully we can keep true evil at bay a little bit longer. Don't forget the Idaho crew streams Tuesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Idaho time. And they just played Nuts and Bolts last night with our friend Courtney Altermentality. So it's been a whole banjo thing here on DK Vine's Twitch channel, but I know they'll be winding down soon, and of course I'll be winding down next Wednesday as we have our Stop and Swap finale, or I guess epilogue, to Banjo-Kazooie. So be sure to tune in. And then, of course, after that, well, the week after that will be my birthday, so there'll be no stream. We'll take a week off, and then I will be starting back up with Donkey Kong Country 3. Dixie Kong's Double Trouble! Exclamation mark. So be sure you subscribe, be sure you set little reminders. It's going to be a good holiday season here on DK Vine's Twitch channel. Thank you so much for watching. Are you dizzy yet? Are you dizzy? Do you have to throw up? Because I know a place you can do it. It's up there at the top of Grunty's lair. It's inside Dingpot. He's more than willing to accept your vomit. So head up there if you have to go. Are you really feeling sick now? So am I. Goodbye.